everyone, welcome to Coyote Crib. Today we have with us Coach Wagner and then the rest of our crew. I think Kenna has an opening question for you, Wagner.
All right, we have a question for you. Is a hot dog a sandwich, or is the sandwich the hot dog? So is a hot dog a sandwich?
And is a corn dog a burrito?
No, that's for later.
Corn dog is not a burrito.
I would say no. Sandwich is a sandwich. A hot dog is a hot dog. Why? A hot dog is a bunch of meat mashed together.
Hot dogs
Everything.
are disgusting. Sorry, just saying.
Oh, I love hot dogs.
They're disgustingly made, but
Have
they're
you
very
seen the
yummy.
stuff that's inside of them?
I love
I
hot
don't
dogs.
want to look.
It's like, yeah.
Wagner
Okay.
has,
I
but he
would
doesn't
much
care.
rather eat a sandwich. It's much healthier.
Yeah, me too.
Then is a corn dog a burrito?
No.
You don't think
So
a corn
wait,
dog's a burrito?
No, a burrito should have beans and cheese and rice.
Well, I don't
What
think
if it's a
that's
breakfast
true.
corn
What
dog?
if
Has
it's
nothing.
breakfast-
What if it's a
Corn
breakfast
dog.
burrito?
Yeah, breakfast burritos
And
that
is
have
breakfast
beans and
burrito
cheese and
burrito?
rice.
Or
Rice.
is it a breakfast item?
Weiss.
That's a good question. Maybe they ripped off the breakfast burrito, ripped them off. It's a fake burrito.
Fake burrito?
I don't
What's in
think
a
so.
breakfast burrito again?
It's
Eggs.
like eggs,
Egg,
and
sausage, bacon,
ketchup.
cheese,
Sausage.
And ketchup and
hash
mayonnaise.
browns.
Oh, hash browns.
I like
What's
breakfast.
hash browns?
I like
I love
breakfast
hash browns.
burritos, but I don't like regular burritos.
You don't like regular, so you don't like Taco Truck.
Yeah, I do.
I like
I get
BLTs.
quesadillas
He gets tortas.
and tacos.
I love tortas.
Have you ever had quesadilla?
He doesn't know what that is.
Quesadilla.
No,
Oh,
quesadilla.
quesadilla.
Okay.
No judging.
No, listen, we don't judge.
Birria is tongue, correct?
No.
No,
No.
What is it?
it's like
That's lengua.
it's cow.
But what's birria?
It's just cow.
It's just cow.
No, that's
Like
beef. That's steak.
It's
That's
it's-
asada.
Asada.
Oh, wait,
So what's birria?
Birria's
Beef
probably
birria
like
is not asada.
it's probably like stomach or something.
Yeah, that's
It's
right.
like shredded.
It's just shredded.
Because that's all you can do with intestines or stomach. I think that's right. That's not. You guys should be telling me. I don't know what birria.
It's
is.
actually so. It's
Burrito, please don't
traditionally
tell me.
it's supposed to be goat.
You should try it.
You should try it.
Traditionally
It's
supposed to
good.
be
It's really
goat.
good.
Yeah.
So goat meat.
It's
birria.
It's not supposed to be.
In
cow,
the
it's
age of
supposed to be
Google
goat.
and phones, you guys don't know what birria is.
Burrito.
What?
Birria.
All
Did I
right.
do it better?
It's birria.
Wait.
Birria.
Close enough. All right, next question.
Moving on.
What do you get on your tacos, Wagner?
Nothing.
Just straight meat and tortillas.
No, just tortilla.
Just tortillas.
Yeah, I get beef taco with cheese, no onions.
So, just
What about
With
salsa?
cheese?
which?
Yeah,
with
like
cheese.
they put like shredded cheese on top.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good. It's good. Oh,
Okay.
okay.
How do you think the track season's going so far, Wagner? Coach Wagner?
Yeah, I think it's going very well.
How do you
Is that all you have to say?
No, just looking for specifics on what to say. I couldn't be happier compared to what I've had in the last couple of years. Ever since COVID, it's we have a really good team. A lot of individual performers that are doing well in big meets, and overall, the teams are in the championship race again. So it's been a while since we've been there. All three teams are in the championship race, so I can't complain. Interesting, I have a couple seniors that are showing some leadership, and then my younger athletes are actually showing performance. So, yeah, past years it's been a little frustrating. This year seems, even though I yell a lot, it seems frustrating. That's just my way of talking. But no, overall, it's very happy, very pleased with the performance of the track team.
So how long have you been coaching at Daenerys?
I don't know. I say 10, 15 years, but
Thanks.
My lord, that's like how old I am.
Yeah.
You've been coaching for a while, Wagner. Older than
I
McKenna.
guess if
I
I
know.
if I traced it back, I think the earliest I have a couple trophies from 2010 in my room. That might have been like the first year I was officially coaching.
I was only 1. That's crazy.
I was on the
She wasn't born.
She wasn't born.
I'm not old.
How long have you?
No one
She's not
ever
young.
said you were old.
No, I'm
Wagner.
just that young, correct?
How long have you taught at Denair? 'Cause I know you taught my sister.
Yeah,
Pretty
but
old.
she only your sister.
Didn't she just graduate?
Yeah, she just
She's
graduated.
21.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
she
just-
just
Yeah.
graduated.
That's like 3 years, dude. That's like barely graduating. You made it seem like she went to
You made
high
it
school
seem
like
10, 15
10
years
years
ago.
ago.
Wait, what year did she graduate?
It's like 3 years ago, so
22?
it's like 22, 21.
Probably. I don't know.
I don't know.
Man, we know her
That's a lot of
sister better
math.
than her.
Are you excited for tomorrow?
I haven't answered the second question yet.
Oh.
Sorry.
Let him think, McKenna.
I'm sorry.
Jeez Louise.
I've been teaching, I think I'm on 22, 23 years.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
So
Actually
Nice.
crazy.
Way older than I am.
Miss Hilton was my student.
Oh, dang.
Miss Hilton was your student?
Billy Myers, the what is he? He's a board member. He was my student.
keeps looking at me.
I can't even see Anthony's face.
Wait, have you always
Why-
taught at Denair
why
or have
they're
you
just-
taught other places?
Denair is. I've always taught at Denair.
Did you go through high school here?
No.
Where'd you go to high school?
I went to high school in Yuba City.
Where the heck is that?
Where's that?
Yuba.
That's not that far from here, huh?
Yuba City is 45 minutes
Yeah.
north of Sacramento. It's kind of by itself with Marysville, but at the time we were the only high school in the area, 45 minutes away from Sacramento. So we played all Sacramento teams, Grant, Jesuit, Davis, Elk Grove. That were in our league. So Yuba City High School, 1986.
Dang.
That's crazy. So what made you come to Denair then?
Well, it's 22 years ago. I have to think.
Okay.
So teaching was not my first profession. It's not my first job. So I taught, or I worked for a family business for 12, 13 years before that. So basically, I'm a baker by trade. It's in the family. It was one of those things I knew I didn't want to do. I didn't feel like it was my calling. I was doing the same thing over and over. Didn't want to. I don't know. I just didn't want to do it. So anyway, I finished up my bachelor's while working. You know, I had a family, I had a house, all while I was still working at the bakery. I eventually decided on teaching, and I remember subbing. I subbed in all schools. Ceres, Central Valley was not there at the time, so it was just Ceres High School. Can't remember if I did many. I don't think I did any Modesto schools, but I definitely even Pittman wasn't even in open yet. But I did sub at Turlock, and I remember thinking Turlock. It didn't feel quite right. It felt like they thought more of themselves than they really are.
They're cocky.
Yeah, it's kind of an air of superiority, I felt. And then when I came to Denair and I subbed for Denair, I remember thinking these kids are down to earth. They're real. I like to feel. And so I kind of subbed a lot for Denair, and that kind of got my foot in the door. Sarah Rush, her mom, Anna, was one that kind of kept me in and around because she always called subs, and she called me quite a bit. So from there, I basically got in and got to know the principal, got to know the people, got my first job here, and this is where I stayed. So to me, it's as a second career, it wasn't about money. It was more about what can I offer to the school, to the kids, and that's kind of what has kept me around as well. It's not, again, about any prestige or whatnot. It's just about the community and what I can keep giving.
That's cool.
Have you always
Sounds
teach
really
history?
No. My original credential is in business. I have a degree in economics and a degree in business, or a minor in business, but my original credential is in business. And for the first 10 years, I taught marketing, entrepreneurship, introduction to business, web design. I taught accounting. I taught work experience. And let's see, in 2014 was when the housing market crash of 2007, 2008 actually hit the district. And so they cut back and so they switched me over from business classes, or they gave me social studies classes, world history and economics, government, instead of business. So I've been teaching social studies since, primarily.
So your family used to own old-time pastries?
Yep, my family used to own old-time pastries.
Did you get free bread?
Yeah, got free everything.
What was your favorite?
Actually, that's how I met my wife.
Oh,
Is it
that's
actually?
cute.
Wait, tell me this story. I want to know.
That's cute.
Story time with
We gotta know.
Wagner.
So currently, she's a teacher in series. She also teaches, and that's kind of how I got into teaching. Because at first, I was like, no, teaching, you're kidding me, I'm not. But I don't know, her friends and whatnot were, and they kind of pushed me that direction. And I'm like, there was one time when it just switched, and I'm like, okay, yeah, let's teach. But anyway, meeting her, she used to work at Togo's, and yes, I had free reign. I could grab anything from the bakery, right? So I'd grab a bunch of cookies and I'd go over and I'd trade it for merchandise at Togo's.
And they let you do that? They'd be like, sure, we'll take cookies for a sandwich.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's
Because
a
I
big-
knew
that's a
the
big-
owner's son. Again, I was the owner's
Oh.
son, and I
Okay.
knew the owner's son, and so it was kind of agreed. It was okay.
That's kind of cool.
Once a day after work, I'd go in and I'd take them cookies and stuff, and then,
They'll give you a sandwich.
yeah, and then she was there.
Just one sandwich for like how many cookies?
Yeah, something like that.
All right.
You sure it wasn't a hot dog and
Yeah, no hot dogs.
Anyway, continue story.
That's it. That's it. That's how I
Oh.
met her.
Just through Togo's.
We
Wow.
were right next door.
So how did you guys like connect? Were you just like, ooh, yeah?
I like cookies. You like sandwiches. Oh, let's go out. That's how
Yeah,
Wagner
that's
met
it.
his
Oh,
wife.
it's really
That's
good.
pretty much it.
I like it.
That's
That sounds
simple.
real. Sounds real.
That sounds
That's
real actually, because like food's good.
Do you have any kids, Wagner?
I do.
Didn't two of your kids go through dinner?
Yeah. Let's see. Jacob is my oldest. Football, basketball, track and field.
Did you get to teach them?
Yep. So again, every senior that has come through Denair High, except for maybe 2 or 3, have all came through my class, economics, one way or the other. My children were no different. Let's see, he graduated in 2011, and then Everett, my youngest son, graduated in 2013. There was actually a year, it was kind of interesting that, well, a couple things. One, there was a year where I had both of them in the same class. That was a business class. So that was kind of
That was
interesting,
deal.
fun. Trying to keep the, what do we call it? We call it code switching.
What's code
Be-
switching?
Code switching is knowing where you're at the time and what's appropriate. So my children were my students in my class, but then they were my children outside of class.
Did they call you dad in
And
class?
no, they never called me dad.
Because you didn't.
It never
like them or
slipped?
Because they didn't
No,
want
they
to?
just never. They just never.
wanted to.
No, that's the part of the code switch where you just don't.
It's not appropriate.
Yeah,
So
and,
like
and
you wouldn't let them call you dad if they wanted to.
no, I don't think it. If I remember, I don't think it ever came up that they ever did.
Wow.
Did it ever slip, like on accident?
I could never.
I don't. Yeah, it seems weird that it wouldn't, but I don't
feel like
remember
had
it
to
ever
slip,
did.
like once or twice.
I could never. When my mom was teaching here, I called her mom every day. I was not allowed to call her Miss Michelle.
I think they would just like, hey,
No
what's
name.
this? Yeah, no name
Hey.
after that. 'Cause
Yeah.
the name, because you called me dad
Hey.
in class, that would be weird, and I think they felt it too. So, and then also I can remember Jacob, the oldest boy, his senior year. I had him in 3 classes, and coached him on the track and field team. So this second semester, he was with me all day long,
Oh wow.
Dang.
and still kept that, teacher-student relationship.
That's crazy. I don't think I could do that. Like not calling my mom or
I've
not
actually
calling
called a
my
teacher
dad
mom
dad.
before.
Like that would be weird.
Yeah, I've called the teacher mom.
I was in
before.
like
I
second.
called
I was in like
my
second
babe.
grade.
I was in like kindergarten, and I was like, "Oh, mom," and I was like, "Oh shoot, you're not my mom."
No, I think it was somewhat natural because having them also meant having all their friends at home at my house at one time or another.
Yeah.
So I can remember specifically talking to one student. He goes, and he specifically said, "Dude, it's weird because I don't know," or he was a little confused or whatever, or he kind of thought it was weird because he goes, "Mr. Wagner, you're Jim at this place, and then you're Mr. Wagner here, and then you're one person inside of class. You're another person during 7th period, and then
Yeah.
you're another person during coach." I'm like, well, that's just my mode, So
Different places, different names.
code switching is what we call it.
Interesting.
What events did your sons run in track and field?
They both ran the hurdles.
Is that why you're obsessed with hurdles?
No, I have a fondness for hurdles. I ran hurdles myself. That was my specialty. So it's always really nice and really fun to watch it to have a hurdler that works that does well.
Yeah,
Did
I'm
you
like
do-
Shredder.
Hey,
No, I'm just kidding.
did you do 4 steps on hurdles?
No, 3-step.
One step.
So,
Dude,
have you
I
ever
had
done
three.
4
I had
steps?
3-step down last 2 practices
Yeah.
ago.
No, I'll be honest. Like I think freshman year, 5-step, which is very
5-step.
5-step.
I 5-step.
Yeah,
Like,
you 5-step
You 5-step.
yeah, I do. But
in
like,
between the
I-
hurdles.
I tried a 3-step.
So once you get to that 3-step, then you start having success, and
But
that
can we
happened
talk
for me.
about
And
4-step? Because you keep trying to get me to do 4-step. It is like impossible.
It's not impossible. You
Nothing's
gotta have
impossible.
longer strides.
It's
Mindset.
very hard.
Mindset.
Right there.
Literally, all it was like when I tried 3-step is I just had to
I'm
bring
not
my
talking about 3-step.
I know, but like it's the same thing.
No, it's not. You have to alternate which leg you jump with first every time.
yeah, that's a 4-step.
Try
never
it.
mind.
I
I
guarantee
probably
you
would
will
be
fall.
good at it.
I
I alt-
guarantee you will
I
fall.
alternate feet every time I jump hurdles
Why?
because like the timing's not there.
Yeah.
So I end up jumping off my wrong
And
foot.
you said I'm bad at hurdles?
I still place, except for the last meet I DQ'd.
Yeah, he did DQ.
You ran around
I
there.
PR'd at the track. and
My
field
knee
Saturday
locked up. I
Wagner.
couldn't run no more.
Okay.
Did you ever see yourself coaching track in the field when you were younger, or it just happened?
No, it just happened. Yeah, let's see. Coach Gregory. Actually, Coach Perry, I don't know if you guys you were at the – but he's coaching – Coach Perry was actually coaching he's the Houston coach. He was coaching here at the high school, and he was coaching with Coach Gregory. And then he got the job or moved over to Houston. I can't remember what happened. But anyway, there was a position open, and the principal at the time said, hey, do you want to coach track? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Why not? Give it a try. You know, of course, it wasn't in my first year because first-year teacher, I would not suggest coaching. You have too much on your mind for the classroom and whatnot. So I was like 2 years into teaching, and then I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Something like that, 2 or 3.
Can't remember.
That's crazy.
Yeah, if I do the math, it's more like 5 or 6. So.
Okay. Honestly, when I first found out you were the track coach, I was a little scared.
No.
Wow.
Wagner's
Being
funny.
honest.
Like he's a
You
chill
don't have
dude.
one of his classes.
I know, but I was a little scared. I was like, cause I was like, he's gonna make me do something I don't want to do. Like when you try to make me do high jump.
No, my first impression of Wagner was when he got me in trouble at the wellness. I don't even remember what it was for. But he made me sit outside with I don't know who. It was a bunch of football players, but he was like,
Yeah, like I said again, you know, like Mr. Wagner's Mr. Wagner inside the classroom. There's Mr. Wagner 7th period
Wagner
is
doesn't get
a
me
whole
in trouble.
different guy.
he's more strict.
I'm a good kid, right, Wagner? I don't.
Yeah, you're all good. They're all good kids. You're all you guys.
I was not a good kid.
I don't know. My mindset for 7th period PE sports is work. We don't get too much time. We got about a half hour, so it's like, let's get the maximum out of what we have.
Yeah.
So that's my mindset is how do I get the maximum out of students at all times. And so, and again, with so many students, I have, you know, my definite coach, drill sergeant voice out.
Goodbye.
Huh?
You yell goodbye. That's your catchphrase, dude.
Oh, goodbye. Yeah. Goodbye. out of the weight room. We're not wrestling in the weight room. We're not joking around.
I've never got in trouble in the weight room.
I
It's not
have.
difficult.
He's made me run once.
keep
I was
moving.
being buffed today.
Yeah, she
I did 45s for deadlift.
Wow.
Wow.
Hey, shut up. For me, that's
Was it
a
on a
lot.
girls
That's a
or
lot.
boys?
That's a lot for me.
Yeah, Kenna couldn't do it. She tried.
Okay.
Wagner benches 140, 135s. He benches 45s on each side. I've seen him do it.
You actually?
I guess so.
What do you mean?
Guess
Guess so.
so.
You did it like a week
Try
or
guys,
like a
I'm
month
gonna have
ago.
a note. It says, recording will stop soon. Go to
Alright.
device to free up storage.
That's why we use my computer.
It was nice having you,
It was
Mr.
nice
I get to
Wagner.
see
Wagner.
it. I get to see it.
Oh, yes. Go ahead. Happy Easter, everyone.
Oh yeah, happy Easter.
Happy
We didn't even
Easter.
talk about Easter.
Happy
I know we didn't talk about
It's-
Easter.
I'm a
We're talking about Wagner's superhero backstory.
Yeah.
Just cut it! Please! I want to get out of this costume!